that with those 7 words, faith, freedom, family, education, courage, nonviolence, and love, through those 7 words and themes, this is very important, I, Richard Allen, became the first ordained African-American bishop in the United States. I, Richard Allen, became the first civil rights leader in the United States. I, Richard Allen, became the first published African-American writer in the United States. I, Richard Allen, became the first black founding father in this country. So when you hear names like Benjamin Franklin, Thomas Jefferson, Alexander Hamilton, and the like, you now shall know my name, Richard Allen, who sits at the table with those patriarchs of this country. Isn't that pretty cool? It's a word for your day, cool. So, I want to tell you about one other individual. And this individual is extremely important because she is the individual who wrote and authored the story told by Grandma Argro and Bobby today. Her name is Dr. Argro Kit Evans Ford. Dr. Argro is the granddaughter of Grandma Argro. And Dr. Evans Ford is actually a passionate activist for nonviolence and for victims of abuse. And she wrote this wonderful story as a way to advocate for some of those themes that I talked about earlier: faith, family, freedom, education, love, courage. Dr. Kit Evans Ford is based in North Carolina. She's really elated. I can't tell you how elated she is to actually have her story told before what I'm going to call, in Leonard's words now, my student body here at North Main Street School. For the faculty, I did pass out a curriculum that Dr. Kit Evans Ford has actually crafted behind the story, and so I passed that on to Mrs. McGinney Guy. So it's a wonderful curriculum that deals with anti-bullying themes, courage, nonviolence, some of the very themes that have made their way through Richard Allen's narrative. So again, those 7 words: faith, freedom, family, nonviolence, education, courage, and love. I want those to stay with you. That's the narrative of Richard Allen. So now, I'm going to do a quick transformation for you. Can anybody give me a time, faculty? I just want to stay true to your time.
10:42.
10:42. Okay. So we don't have a lot of time. But there's a quick career highlight segment that I want you guys to see. And then I'm going to talk to you about the last time I was here, which was in December. And I don't know if you guys remember those Christmas gifts you got. They came from me. Let me say this to you. You know, I actually bought I bought the cards with me today that so many of you, I think all of you wrote and drew me cards. I am forever touched by those cards. I was actually going to read a few of them for you today, but time is short, and I want to honor your time. But I just want you to know I thank you. When you see these career highlights before you go, I want you to know this, and this is most important to me, that this wonderful, amazing career that I've had, I started right here at North Main Street School. And this school looks very much the same. I mean, the technology is enhanced, and it's better, it's far better than what we had, for sure. But I remember sitting on this floor many a day as a kid. So I remember sitting, it's so vivid to me, I remember sitting where you're sitting right now. This is the 3rd through 5th grade group, so, okay, I do remember this. 3rd grade teacher was Mrs. Pilgrim Jones, my 4th grade teacher was Mrs. Currier, my 5th grade teacher was Mrs. Frizero. So I remember my elementary school teachers. This place is very precious to me. You are very precious to me. And again, as you watch this career highlight footage, I just want you to know, and this is so important to me, that this can be you. And it may not be in the arts, it may be in the fields of science or medicine or teaching or other forms of education or philanthropy. The careers are numerous and many, but it can be you. It was me. And I was a kid, particularly when I was your age, I had big dreams. So everything you're about to see, those dreams started when I was your age. It's fascinating to me. So I hope you enjoy. Maybe I'll get a chance to see you just as this closes before you have to leave. I hope you enjoy. Let's say a special thank you to Tyler, my staffer, who's hopefully, I know time is short. I hope you enjoy this, and I hope I'll get a chance to just see you briefly before you have to go.
And again, many of these things you see came from dreams I had when I was in 3rd grade, 4th grade, 5th grade. In fact, my first play was 4th grade, and by this point I was certainly no actor, but Mrs. Perrier, my 4th grade teacher, actually cast me as Ebenezer Scrooge. You guys know that name? Ebenezer Scrooge from A Christmas Carol. So I was cast as Ebenezer Scrooge in A Christmas Carol. And I have no doubt that that is what prompted or springboarded all that you see here. I know we're out of time here, and are there any final questions for me? Any questions? This bag I'm holding is all of your cards. It's your cards, and it's also the cards of those, your peers, kindergarten through 2nd grade. So it's a bunch of cards here that you all wrote me after Christmas or just before Christmas. And I'm forever thankful for these cards, and I just want to thank you for these. They mean a lot to me. They sit in my office at home. I read them periodically. I try not to read them too much because I start crying. But these are very, very dear to me, and I thank you. Any final questions for me?
Who was your 6th grade teacher?
My 6th grade teacher. Oh, you're testing my memory. Mrs. Mawson. Mrs. Mawson. Marie Mawson. My 6th grade teacher. Yep. I don't know if she's still around.
She's around. She's around.
We'll talk to Susanna Nelly. Absolutely. Any final questions? This is so great, man. You guys are testing my memory here.
Who was your 2nd grade?
Oh man, that's the one I still can't remember. I thought it would come back to me, but they'll go for you there.
Who was your middle school?
So our middle school was here. So when I was your age, I mean, we had K through 8. So all of my elementary years were spent here. So 6th grade, Mrs. Mawson. 7th grade, Mrs. James. 8th grade, Mrs. Benjamin, who I actually just spoke to last night. And she's a former teacher here, and she was elated that I'm here today. So, two more. Now we're in high school. I started something here by going down the memory lane here, but right here in the middle. Pleasantville High School. So I grew up here in Pleasantville native. This is home for me. One more. Yep.
Now we already gave you that. Ms. Perrier.
One more question that's not related to who taught me. Not that, man. That's kind of a fun memory challenge for myself, though. Right here.
How was it on the first day of your job?
How was it on the first day of my job? Like one of these jobs? Well, wow, that's a good question. They're very different. I guess maybe the thought that you guys might have is anybody performing would have stage fright, right? Would you be scared up here? That probably went away for me in 5th or 6th grade, so I think that's kind of how I knew that this was for me. Now, it doesn't mean I don't have, the adrenaline pumping. There's in the business, it's what we call that good adrenaline, so your nerves are going, but I don't get stage fright. If that makes sense. Yeah, sure. I do. I actually work for NFL Films. I'm one of their narrators, and I have narrated the last 7 Super Bowls for NFL Films. And in fact, that piece that you saw at the beginning of my career highlight, the animation piece, speaking of animation, how could I forget to tell you this? So you guys learned about Richard Allen today. So in 2 months, there's going to be a big animation piece piece on Richard Allen, in which I played Richard Allen, the animated character. So I will do my best to get some of that information over to you here at North Main. I could stay and do this all day and wouldn't mind. I know that you've got other commitments. I want to thank you, boys and girls. I really, really do. And here's something else. The final thing I'll say that's very important. A lot of things are important to me today, but this is really important. I mean, you know, sometimes public figures, performers, and the like, they visit schools, and many times that's kind of the last you hear from them. And that's fine. But part of the reason I'm here is to establish a connection. And if you go to my website, and perhaps the teachers, your teachers may be able to disseminate this information today. My website is leonarddozier.com, leonarddozier.com. The reason I give you that information is that I want to be someone that you feel as though you can reach out to. It doesn't have to just be arts related, because it's important for me to establish relationships with young people. I think that somebody like me needs to be a living, breathing example. And the best way to do that is not just to perform for you today or give a presentation, but to the best of my ability, maintain an active relationship with you as best as I can. And so my website again is leonarddozier.com. Your parents, your guardians may be able to just guide you through the website, to just email me, it's very simple. But you know, especially you here at North Main, you are very, very special to me. The school is very special to me. And if I can do anything that helps you go forward in your lives and careers and your journeys, you know, that would be a great, great reward to me. Far more than anything I've done in my career. Okay? Thank you very, very much. Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right, boys and girls, thank you so much for being a great audience. And again, Mr. Dozier, thank you for everything you've done and everything you offer for our students. We all appreciate it. Give them another round of applause, please.